everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Crafty Java Girl. I'm also known as Janine. I've got a little bit of an unboxing first because I bought myself a present. Decided to get myself an A3 light pad because this one, if you can see here, just wasn't cutting it anymore. Got tired of having to constantly move things around for every little section, so I decided to buy myself a bigger one. So I got, this is from HomeCraftology. I'll have it linked down in the description box. So let's get to it and get this thing opened up. I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to get a bigger one for a while. Just never did. There's other stuff I wanted to pick up, so I didn't get the light pad. Oh, we got clips. We've got a cord here. We'll get to that here in a second. Let's get the box out of the way. Take off these little guys. And here it does say that it's Saner Direct. However, on Amazon it showed it as Craftology, so that's what I'm going to go with. One or the other, either way, should show up for you with the link that I'll put down below. These are cute. Look, little white and pink clips. I like the pink. Ooh, they're strong too. That'll be nice. Get this plastic off of here. Get a little bit of a dent there. I hope that doesn't end up being an issue. And it won't, because I've got it upside down. Look at there. Okay. So I did go ahead and buy the one that, I'm not even sure this is all showing in here. Let's make sure. You can see it's got the attached cord here instead of having the USB plug, which I have heard from everybody that that's the way to go. And so that's where I went. I want to say this costs $42 on Amazon. I'll look that up, and again, I'll kind of throw that in there. And, oh, we've got magnets too. Oh, nice. So the light pad itself, where it lights up, is magnetic. That is very cool. So another thing I wanted with getting a new light pad was to not have that little, I didn't want the button like this, where you're constantly at risk of tapping it, turning off your light pad, and making it dimmer or brighter randomly. So I decided to, I'm sorry for all the adjustment there. I'm just having issues with trying to show you everything and make sure everything's on frame. So yeah, so this will go into a USB plug, and this plugs right into here. So again, it plugs in here instead of having the USB little port on the side. No more worries about having to be careful taking the plug in and out. It is still a USB plug on this end. It does not look like, I'm not seeing, it did not come with the wall adapter, but that's okay. I've got a ton of those. So let's see here if I can grab. I am going to have to actually go find one before I can plug this in, because the only one I've got in here right now has my phone charging. So I will be right back with the plug, and we will set this up with diamond painting, and we'll follow this unboxing up with a little bit of whip and chat. So let's move this out of the way, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I was able to find a plug and get this all set up. I am really liking this. Again, we got the controls off on the cord instead of on the pad. So there's off. And turn it on. And this is, I believe I put it at all the way as dim as it'll go. So now we'll go up. I know that they have an A2 that it actually has a dial on it instead of the clicking buttons, but I don't know if you can see this here without me having to really move you around, but here, we'll move the table instead. I literally am already side to side with this A3, so I would not have been able to go any bigger than the A3. Yeah, just in comparison. Let's see. Yeah. This is literally half the size of this. So the A4 to the A3, you're doubling your light pad space. So that's awesome. So, all right. So I'm going to get my diamond painting over here. I know I need to go a little bit over that way for where the section I'm working on. I'm going to tip this a little bit down so that I don't have to lean halfway over the table to reach where I'm diamond painting. Okay. You know what? I'm going to pause and adjust here. Okay, now we're all set up. I shouldn't have to wiggle it too much more here. I don't think these magnets are really strong enough to hold a diamond painting, especially not the one this size. But that's okay. We can use them for other stuff, little stuff, etc. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab a color. Let's get one that I'm not going to have to change a whole bunch of times while I'm talking. So I think I'll go with the check marks. Maybe switch to the J's afterwards. So that's right up in here. And then it's also a little bit off the screen. So let's see if we can. There we go. And again, I'm using my tray from Wilson 3D Designs. Absolutely love this thing. The gems line up great. And when it does come time to pour back in, we got this nice handy funnel on here that lets us make sure that we're hitting the container. And I just did a big oops. A little bit out of frame here. I managed to tip my container over. So if you'll, excuse the fact that I'm not moving around on there, I'm going to just kind of start talking. I do have a little mini size vacuum, however, it's not in reach and I don't think it's even charged. So, but that's okay. So this week is going to be fun for me. I have the whole week off of work. That doesn't mean I'm not doing anything though, except crafting. That would be, my ideal vacation time, if I'm not leaving my house, would be to just spend the whole time crafting. But Instead, I'm going to be spending it taking a class, learning a new programming language so that I can try for a promotion at work. I did get my annual review last night, and I am so stoked over that. So, like, I'm seriously thrilled. For the first time ever, I got all 5s on my annual review. Woohoo! Doing the little happy dance that you can't see me doing. You probably wouldn't want to see me doing a happy dance, but that's beside the point. So I got the highest percentage of raise that they were approving this year for our department. So again, I'm really stoked, and I'm getting a bonus on my next check. And I think I'm going to use that and order a new desk chair. The arm on one of the arms on my current desk chair is starting to get a little worn. You can see the padding underneath. Okay, it's not a little worn, it's a lot worn. Oh, and this pen, it came with my last Diamond Art Club order. Not Bubble Fairies. It was, I bought the Rainbow Little Dragons and, oh, Love at Its Darkest, the Nightmare Before Christmas one. Sorry about that. Little Miss Abigail came in, bugging me with questions. Not even questions that, you know, needed to be answered like right now. They could have waited till later, but okay. So, now I forgot where I was at. Oh yeah. So I'm going to get a desk chair with my bonus. I'm going to get some other stuff too, because the bonus is pretty decent. What else has been going on? Oh yeah. So I think I have decided that I'm going to pull the kids out of Whitehall School District. All we're waiting on now is like the state tax return to come back and get deposited. I think it's going to be this week. And because we pull them out of school, we have to return the school loaned computers. And for the online school, we have to supply the computers because they aren't starting at the beginning of the year. So yeah, until once we have those computers, we're gonna get them pulled out. I'm not comfortable with them going back to in-person school, and it just really seems like Whitehall School is not really supportive of kids whose parents are doing remote schooling. So yeah, so it's, and I have a feeling that this would be the last year that the remote option is available. And I don't know, there's been a lot of issues with Whitehall School as far as kids getting away with bullying if they have the right last name, and a lot of other stuff. It's just, I'm kind of done. So yeah, so there's that. So that's, this weekend I think we're gonna go shopping for those computers, and then get a hold of the online school. Ugh, can't even talk. Get a hold of the online school and start figuring out what else we need to do to get them enrolled. We unfortunately are not able to get them enrolled in like my first choice of the online schools unless we pay tuition. And I don't know, maybe I'll just go on ahead and get a hold of them and find out what the tuition is. I know that if they start in the fall, we can get them signed up for the free online school one. Just not if they're starting mid-year. So maybe I'll just go on ahead and look into that, and that way we're not having to switch programs after this year. So yeah. Let's see, what else? What else has been going on? Oh, I had to work last night. That kind of sucked, but it is what it is. There's a big upgrade, deployment, release going on over the weekend, and we had to verify that everyone's macros were going to work when they came in today. So that meant that everybody on our team got online last night, and in a meeting we actually tested every single macro that touches that system, which wasn't horrible though. Everybody kind of started in their own file, which we have just the right number of people to do that. My file that I started off with is like the smallest one. So of course, after I finished the macros in there, it's not just okay, Janine, you finished your file, you can go. It's, no, hop into this other file and help so-and-so and etc. But, you know, in the long run, you know, I was happy to do it. With me having vacation today, I could have technically put on there that since that my vacation started on Friday and not had to do it. But with just a couple of exceptions, I like the people I work with. I like my boss. And yeah, so, you know, those couple of exceptions were not enough to make me be mean like that. But so yeah, so that's what we did last night. That took 4 hours to get through all of those files, which, you know, it really isn't bad, considering the number of macros that touches that system. Now, if you're, well, I'm about to say if you're new to my channel, guess what? Everybody's new to my channel. This is my second video. I work for a major insurance company that handles Medicare and Medicaid along with employer insurance. So, but I don't actually deal with the claims part of it anymore. I used to when I first got hired there, because as a lot of people will know, you can graduate with a degree in anything, but so many places want experience before they will look at hiring you, not just the degree. But then how the hell are you supposed to get friggin' experience if nobody will hire you? So I ended up going to this company, and I got hired as a claims rep to begin with, which was fine. I didn't hate the job, just obviously not what I wanted to do with my life, because that's not what I went to school for. So after about 1.5 years, I had gotten promoted up to SME, which stands for subject matter expert, basically saying that I really knew the processing well, and I had the job of helping other people do it and learn it. So, and then after a little while, the opportunity came up. I was on a call with somebody from this macro team. He was sharing his screen, and he couldn't figure out why the code wasn't processing these claims correctly. And I was able to see it, and I'm like, well, shouldn't the online blah 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 be a 0.01 instead of a 0.1? And he's like, yes, you're right. And then that was immediately followed up with, ooh, wait, you know how to read VB script? I'm like, yes, I also know how to write VB script. So, as soon as they had a spot open, he sent me the job rec. I got the interview, offered the position on the spot, and I have been on the macro team ever since, and that's been 5 years now. And again, for anybody that doesn't know, macros are like little mini programs that they automate repetitive tasks, allowing people to do their job just a little bit faster. So yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of employment background for me. Again, I love the job. I absolutely love it. I work from home, and so I don't have to, get dressed, brush my hair, any of that until after work when I'm going to be leaving my house. So that's awesome, all in itself. So I'm again, a little bit more background. I live in Wisconsin. Kind of still, however, my boss lives in Texas. So this last week we didn't have a supervisor for 3 out of the 5 days because he was in he lost power. He was down there in the cold. And while the temperatures here were actually lower, well, I'm in Wisconsin. We expect cold and we are prepared for cold. And so our infrastructure was all set up, and, we didn't have the issues that they did with this polar vortex that came through everybody. So yeah, he had to deal with that. It does sound like he, along with a lot of other people, have finally getting everything back on track and getting, most people I believe now have power and water. I do know that plumbers are still way busy down there because of going in to fix burst pipes that had been frozen and then they busted. So they will honestly probably be busy for quite a while yet to come. I always complain about the temperatures up here in the winter, but after this winter and seeing what they went through by having unexpected cold temperatures, I'm honestly happy that I'm here because, again, we expect the cold. We are built and prepared for the cold. That's just part of our what we do. So what else can I talk about? Kind of figuring I just want to finish up this one color and then I'm going to be done. Oh, can't believe I didn't get into this sooner. Today is Nick's 21st birthday. Oh my God, he's my second oldest. I have one more older than him that's 26. But Nick just turned 21. He is legal to drink and buy alcohol, but unlike the one that is now 26, he well, he likes to drink. He hasn't really, like, gone out of his way and been stupid about it already. So he's really showing some maturity in how he drinks. We'll see if he keeps that up now that he can actually just go to the store and get a 6-pack or more. But he's really, along with it being his birthday, he's also really happy. He went and bought himself a car. He got the financing all on his own, no cosigner, no nothing. He got exactly what he wanted. He got a 2011 Jetta Volkswagen, and he is really loving it. A nice little car. Hopefully it does good and, stays running so that he can go and get a job that doesn't require serving food to people at Subway. And I know he likes Subway, but that's a great job if you want to stay living with Mom your whole life, which, I don't know, maybe he does. I guess I haven't even talked to him about that. But, yeah, so he's got his car, and here in a little while, UPS should be delivering his birthday present. He's my little nerd child. He loves his Dungeons and Dragons, so I got him not a lot, I just got him a t-shirt that says, "I'm not antisocial, I just rolled low on charisma," which, I don't know, hopefully he finds that funny instead of offensive. But yeah, and then he's a good kid. This morning I had a eye doctor appointment down in La Crosse, and I was worried about having to drive home after being dilated. So he got up way earlier than he normally would have. He went with me, and then we stopped and we got Burger King on the way home. Turned out they didn't need to dilate me this year. They want to do it next year though. But so they didn't dilate me. So I ended up not needing a driver, but that's okay. I don't see him much, even though he lives here. He stays up in his room a lot. He kind of likes to just keep to himself and not be annoyed by his little brother and sister and me and Brian. So I got to, spend the morning with him. But y'all, Walmart is being ridiculous. Getting in there, it was fine. Knew I had to wear a mask. Didn't have a problem with that. I really didn't. Got through the exam, blah, 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 blah. No issues there. Then when it came time for me to pick a new set of frames, I couldn't even pull my mask down for 3 seconds at a time with my breath held to see what the glasses looked like on my face. So I picked up a pair that look absolutely adorable with a mask on. I have no idea what they look like on me. No clue what they look like without a mask on me. I'm like, are you kidding me? She's like, well, if you take your mask off, then we have to leave. It's like, no. You have to step back 6 feet. I go, and if I'm just pulling it down for a second, I'll hold my breath. I just want to see what they look like. Nope, couldn't do it. And she had to stand there the whole time. Like, okay, so a friend of mine had gone to a different Walmart. And all they did was, okay, you try on the glasses you want, but don't put them back up on the wall when you're done. Put them in this little bin if you decide you don't want them. And then they take the ones out of the bin and disinfect them, and then put them back. Makes sense, right? Nope, she had to follow me. I could not pick up a pair of glasses. I had to point out the ones I wanted to try on. And then she would pick them up, disinfect them, hand them to me. I would hand them back to her. She would disinfect them again if I wasn't getting them. She would disinfect them again and put them back on the wall. Really? Like, seriously? I just thought that was... Don't get me wrong. I absolutely understand the reasoning for being cautious. But they took it from cautious to ridiculous. Like, it's insane. So yeah, like I said, I ended up having to pick a pair of frames that look adorable with a mask on. No clue if they're still going to look as good without a mask on. I mean, it would be different if I worked outside the house, but I work from home. Then I'd want them to look really cute with a mask, because I don't see wearing masks going away anytime soon. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, that really frustrated me that so I did end up picking a pair of glass frames that, like, well, if I can't see how they look on me, I'm gonna get something that at least makes me happy in one regard, and so I got purple. They are a dark purple frame, and they have a really cool magnetic clip-on sunglasses. So I've had transitions for a few years. I don't know, it just seems like they don't do any good in the sun whatsoever. So I decided to try something different. Brian's got the magnetic clip-on ones, and he really likes them, so again, I just figured it was worth a shot. If I don't like them here in 2 years, when I have another frame benefit, I'll get a different pair. No big deal. So yeah, so I did find out, so basically that he told me that the reason I'm having issues seeing on the computer is because that's a mid distance. It's not, because I wear no line bifocals, and so at the top is like regular, like looking across the room to see a clock, or looking down the road driving, etc., that kind of thing. But for looking at a computer, that is, oh, and then the bottom part is for like reading or stitching, or in this case diamond painting. I actually look through the bifocal at the bottom. But the computer is like a mid-range that really doesn't fall into either one of those categories. And so that's why I've been getting headaches when I work, is because the bifocal and the top portion are, neither one are the correct prescription technically for looking at a computer. So he originally had suggested a trifocal, and I'm like, no, because you can't get that with the no line, and I'm not doing the lines. Just, no, not happening. So what I'm going to do is, I think this will also be out of that bonus that I get next week. Yeah, next week. Is my current frames, which look like this. See, really cute. They're blue. Got a little bit of design on the sides. But, so he wrote out it's actually a computer only prescription, so it'll be a different prescription for when I'm working. And so these will just stay right on my desk, and I'll wear the other ones before, you know, after work, on weekends, etc. And these ones will just be on my desk for when I'm on the computer. So that way I have, you know, just seems like the best option for the way I live. I mean, you know, the bottom bifocal part will be for where I look through for all my crafting. And then the top part will be for watching TV, driving down the road, all that. So I am getting pretty close to being done with these J's. But I think I'm actually going to go on ahead and call it a video and get this processed and loaded. Because without going into all sorts of other long stories, honestly, I'm not even sure what else to talk about right now. I think so. Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah, I just got this little bit over here. I missed a check mark. Son of a bitch. I hate it when I do that. But it seems like it happens all the time, especially when you got something with the numbers of these. You miss that one, and then watch. I'll get this color done, get them put away, get a single check mark color drill out of the box, and then I won't see it. Because that's just the way it usually goes. That one doesn't want to stay, so we won't make him yet. Getting close, just this little bit here. Let's see. I think that my next video, instead of being diamond painting, I think it might be either knitting or stitching. I have a cross stitch going, stitch along, and the black work peppermint purple stitch along. And I'm loving both of them. And in fact, when I finish this section here for the evening. But, so now that I finished that color, I think I am going to call this done. So again, I am loving this light pad so far. It's a little thicker than my last one was. But that's okay, because I have this. Not sure if you can see it here. Let's see if I can. I got this pipe insulation along here, and it actually sits just about even with that. So I have a nice soft edge, and then that light pad. So I think that actually works out pretty well. So, so yeah, if you have any questions about, you know, anything that I'm using, the diamond painting, the tray, the pen, the light pad, please check the description box below. Otherwise, you can absolutely, you know, if you have other questions, or if something you'd like to know about me that maybe I can discuss in for the future whip and chat, please feel free to put it in the comments, or I will or yeah, well, for now, let's just put it in the comments, or email me. I'll have my email link down there too. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next one. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to know next time I put up a video, which so far it's been kind of few and far between because of that class, but if you do want to know when I put up another video, hit that notification bell and you will get notified when I put one up. So hope you all have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.